Children, today we are starting with question number 2F, where we have to find out write true or false. Okay, so this is the ratio, one ratio, another ratio. We have to see whether they are in proportion or not. So let's start. We compare the two ratios through division. So here we need to shift the decimal. So we shift one decimal here. In the numerator, we have to do it here also. One place decimal shifting. So this gives us 9 by 3.6. Actually, it gives us 9.0. Right? It gives us 9.0 by 3.6. But when you see the denominator, you have not shifted your decimal completely. That means you have not removed the decimal, okay, so that it becomes easy for you to divide. So what to do? We'll shift one more, okay. So we shift one more place the decimal and it comes out to be 36.0. Now since we are shifting it in the denominator, children, we need to shift it in the numerator also. So what will it become? It will become 90.0. Okay, 9.0 becomes what? 90.0, which we can write only 90. And here 3.6 becomes 36.0. So we write only 36. Okay. Now both are divisible by 9. 9 tens are 90. 9 fours are 36. Now when you see this ratio, are they equal? Yes. So what are we going to write? We will be writing true. Yes. The following statement is true. Statements only, no? Each of the following statements. Okay. So this statement is true. That is, the ratios are in proportion. So children, this completes your question number 2. Now we go to question number 3. Starting with question number 3. Are the following statements true? Again, we have to find true or false. Okay. So, A part, 40 persons, 200 persons, rupees 15 to rupees 75. So let's compare whether they are equal or not. So this comes out to be 40 by 200 and this is 15 by 75. 0, 0 got cancelled. 4 ones are 4, 4 fives are 20. Okay, and both are divisible by 5, children. 5 threes are 15, 5 ones are 5, 5 5s are 25. Okay, and then 3 and 15 both are divisible by 3 only. So 3 ones are 3, 3 5s are 15. So here we get 1 by 5 and here, here also we get 1 by 5. So are the ratios equal, children? Yes, the ratios are equal. So is this correct? Yes, it is correct. That means they are in proportion. So what are we going to write? We will write true. Okay. So this completes the A part. Then we go to the B part. And the B part is 7.5 liters is to 15 liters 1 by 2. Now let's check whether this becomes 1 by 2 or not. But before starting, what do we see? We see a decimal. That means we need to shift this decimal, right? But when we go down to the denominator, we don't see the decimal here. Okay? We don't see the decimal here. What to do? We need to put a decimal. So 7.5, and this is what? 15. 15 can be written as 15.0 also. Okay? So 7.5 upon 15.0. Okay? Now what to do, children? Now we have to shift the decimal. Okay? Which side? To the right side. Why to the right side? To remove the decimal, right? To remove the decimal. If decimal has zeros in the end, then we can only write the whole numbers, right? But here the decimal has 5. So we need to remove this decimal from here. For that reason we put a decimal here, because 15 can be also written as 15.0. Correct? Now we shift the decimal. How many places shifting? Only one place shifting will be enough for us? Yes. Why? Because the decimal will go after 75 and we'll get a whole number, and that will remove the decimal. So one place shifting from here, one place shifting from here also. Correct? So this becomes what? 75.0. Yes, it becomes what? 75.0, which can be written as 75. And this can be written as 150.0, which can be written as only 150. Okay, children? There is one more method to remove the decimal, and that is, I'll teach you just now. Just wait. See. Whenever you see a decimal, okay, in the numerator or in the denominator, and if you want to remove the decimal, how do you remove the decimal? You convert the decimal into fraction, right? So if it is 7.5, that means it has one place decimal. That means in the denominator 1 0 should come, right? So 7.5 can be written as 75 by 10. Correct? 7.5 can be written as 75.10. So 7.5 by 15 can also be written as 75 by 15, and this 10 also comes down. Okay? That the 10 is of this decimal. 15 into 10 gives us 150. Here, same answer. Okay? Similarly, if denominator is having a decimal, if any denominator is having a decimal, suppose 7.5 is in the denominator and 15 is in the numerator. Now you need to remove this decimal, children, right? Again it's one place decimal. That means again 10 will come, right? So we write 10 here. 75 by 10, okay, and it goes to the numerator, okay. So that means instead of writing it down, okay, when the numerator has to remove the decimal or to shift the decimal, then we multiply it by tens or by hundreds or by thousands, depending upon the decimal places. One decimal place 10, two decimal places 100, that is 2 zeros, three decimal places 1000. Okay, so depending upon the decimal places, we multiply tens, hundreds and thousands to the numerator. Okay, and when we need to remove the decimal from the numerator, we multiply tens, hundreds and thousands depending upon the decimal places to the denominator. Okay, so here this will become 75 into 10, which gives us 150 by 75. Okay, understood? So either of the two methods you can use, children. Okay. So this was just the example. So this is 1 by 2, this is 1 by 2. Now 75 and 150. Both are divisible by 5. So 5, 3s are 15, 5 0 is 0, 5 1s are 5, 5 5s are 25. Now 15 and 30. 15 1s are 30. So 1 by 2 equals 1 by 2. So is it true? Yes, the statement is true. So what are we going to write? Okay. So this completes the B part. Then we go to the C part, children. So 99 kg is to 45 kg, which should be equal to 44. Rupees 44 is to rupees 20. So let's see. So this is 99 by 45 and this is 44 by 20. So this gives us both are divisible by 9, children. 9 11s are 99, 9 5s are 45. Both are divisible by 4, right? It is divisible by 2 also. If you want to divide it by 2, you can divide it by 2 also. And if you want to divide it by 4, you can divide by 4 also. 4 11s are 44, 4 5s are 20. Are the fractions or the ratios equal? Yes. We got 11 by 5 here also, 11 by 5 here also. Answer should be true. So this completes the C part. Then we move to the D part. Meters, 64 meters, 6 seconds, 12 seconds. So this is 32 by 64, 6 by 12. 6 ones are 6, 6 twos are 12. Both are divisible by 8. 8 fours are 32, 8 eights are 64. Again, both are divisible. Both means 4 and 8. The numerator and the denominator both will go by 4 again. So 4 ones are 4, 4 twos are 8. So this is 1 by 2 and 1 by 2. Are they equal? Yes, they are. So answer is what? True or false? Answer is true again. Then we go to the E part. Part E says 45 kilometers, 60 kilometers, 12 hours, 20 hours. So 45 by 60, 12 by 15. 45 and 60 both are divisible by 5. So let's divide by 5. 5 nines are 45. 5 12s are 60. Now 9 and 12 both are divisible by 3. 3 threes are 9. 3 fours are 12. So what did we get? We got 3 by 4. Now children, we go to 12 by 15. 12 and 15 both are divisible by 3. So we divide 12 and 15 both by 3. So 3 fours are 12. 3 fives are 15. That's it? Yes, because 4 and 5 have nothing in common except for 1. and it's of no use dividing the number by 1. Why? Because we'll get the same number again. So 4 by 5 is the simplest form. Okay, that is it is in the standard form. So 4 by 5, and here the ratio is 3 by 4. Are they matching? Are they equal? No. So the above statement is what? It is false. So this completes the A part. Then we have completed question number 3. Yes. Now we have to start question number 4, children. So let's do it. Determine if the following ratios form a proportion. So we need to find out whether the following ratios are forming a proportion or not. And how do they form the proportion? If both the ratios are equal, right? On comparing, they both should be equal. Also, we have to write the middle terms and the extreme terms where the ratios form a proportion. So, wherever the ratios are forming the proportion, we need to tell that which are the extreme terms and which are the middle terms. So, children, we discussed in our last to last video the previous video that about the middle terms and the extreme terms, right? The terms when the two ratios are in proportion, then we have 4 terms: first term, second term, third term and fourth term. First and second term form one ratio, third and fourth term form second ratio, another ratio, right? When we are comparing. Also, the first and the fourth, that is the first and the last term, are known as the extreme terms. Why? Because they are in the end. And the second and the third terms are known as the middle terms. Okay. So, let's start. And rupees 40 is to rupees 160. Children, one is in centimeter, one is in meter. So what to do? Let's convert 1 meter also to centimeter. So we all know that 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters, right? We have studied the scale now, meter, decimeter and centimeter, right? So when we are going from centimeter to meter, we take 2 steps. 2 steps means 2 zeros, that is difference of 10 into 10, that is 10 tens are 100. So 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. Okay. Now let's compare. So 25 by 100 and here 40 by 160. 25 and 100 both are divisible by 100 only. So 25 ones are 25 and 25 fours are 100. And here 0, 0 got cancelled and 4 and 16 both are divisible by 4, right? So 4 ones are 4 and 4 fours are 16. So here also 1 by 4 and here also 1 by 4. Are they equal? Yes, that means 25 centimeters to 1 meter is proportional to rupees 40 to 160. Now we have to give the middle terms and the extreme terms. What is the middle term? What are the middle terms? 1 meter and rupees 40. What are the extreme terms? 25 centimeters and rupees 160. Here, completes the A part. Then we go to the B part. B part is 39 liters, 65 liters, and 6 bottles to 10 bottles. So let's compare the two ratios. So this is 39 and 65, both are liters, and this is 6 and this is 10, both are bottles. Now children, 39 and 65 both are divisible by 13. 13 threes are 39 and 13 fives are 65. Okay, so this gives us 3 by 5, and here both are divisible by 2. 2 threes are 6, 2 fives are 10. So this gives us 3 by 5. Are they equal? Yes, they are equal. That means 39 liters to 65 liters is proportional as 6 bottles is to 10 bottles. Now children, we have to write the middle terms and the extreme terms. So the middle terms and the extreme terms. What are the middle terms? 65 liters and 6 bottles. And here extreme terms, 39 liters and 10 bottles. Okay, so this completes the B part. Then we move to the C part, children. Starting with the C one now. So let's compare the two given ratios, 2 by 80 and this is 25 by 625. So both are divisible by 2. So this gives us 1 by 40. Let's check here. Both are divisible by 5. 5 5s are 25. 5 1s are 5. 6 minus 5 gives us 1. So this becomes 12. 5 2s are 10. 12 minus 10 gives us 2. So this becomes 25. 5s are 25. Okay. Again they are divisible by 5 only. 5 1s are 5. 5 2s are 10. 2 left and 5 5s are 25. So 1 by 25. 1 by 40, 1 by 25. Are they equal? No. So what to write? Nothing to write. Okay, we'll only write no. That's it. And they are not in proportion, so we will not write the statement of proportion. Secondly, we cannot give the middle terms and the extreme terms. Why? Because the ratios are not in proportion. Okay, starting with the last question. ml is to 2.5 liters and rupees 4 is to rupees 50. First thing, this is milliliters and this is liters. So better to convert this liters into milliliters. Okay, so 1 liter is equal to how many milliliters, children? Again, if we talk about liters and milliliters, so the scale goes, the table goes like this. This is liter, then deciliter, centiliter and milliliter. Yes, so what is the difference? 10, 10, 10. That is 10 cross 10 cross 10. Yes, 1, 2, 3. 3 zeros. That is 1000. So 1 liter is equal to 1000 milliliters. So 2.5 liters will be 2.5 into 1000 milliliters, which is equal to 25 into 1000 gives us 25,000. One decimal place, children. So one decimal place here also. So the answer is what? 2500 or 2500 milliliters or 2500.0 milliliters. Any of the two you can take. So now we compare the two fractions. So this is 200 and this is 2500.